this is Cece's first lesson when it comes to touch. Now, touch is going to be a fantastic behavior for a lot of different reasons. The actual purpose of touch or target training is the beginning steps of more service dog behaviors. But for today's purpose, we're actually using it for a recall so that we have a backup when we're trying to call Cece. We can ask her to touch, and she knows that her job is to come over and put her nose to my palm, and then she's going to get a reward. We will have another video going further in depth into how to use touch or target training for other purposes, more service dog-like purposes. But again, for Cece, for this, we're using it as a backup for a recall command. So for touch, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my palm and just gently put it up against her nose. I'm not bopping her, I'm not doing anything with any sort of pressure. I'm just touching the palm of my hand to her nose. Once I do that, I'm gonna immediately shove a treat in her mouth. We're gonna do this a few times, and then I'll let you know what the next step is. Touch. Yes! And you see how quickly she's getting it. Touch. Good girl. Perfect. Touch. Perfect. I hold out my hand, she's touching it. It only took a few times before she got that association that if she puts her nose to my palm, good stuff will happen. So the whole me touching her nose with my palm, that really only lasted 2 or 3 times before she started putting her nose up against my palm. And that's exactly what we want. Cece, touch. Yes, good girl. Perfect, perfect. So the next step is I'm actually going to move my hand a little bit further away. I want to challenge her now. She just learned the behavior, so I'm not going to go too far away with it. Maybe only a foot away. But I want her to stand up and show me that she understands what I'm asking. Touch. Yes, good girl, perfect. And you see, the first time she didn't quite touch it, she leaned towards it, but she wasn't quite sure what I was asking. I will know that we're ready to move forward when she will stand up and come towards my hand. But that's where the practice is going to come into play. Touch. Yes, good girl. Oh, good girl, there we go. And for that, I'm gonna jackpot. For that one, she did great. Good girl, good girl. Another thing that we're gonna do is once she starts getting to the point where I can hold out my hand in any position and she goes and puts her nose to it, that's where I'm gonna start switching hands. And again, I'm gonna make another video about how we move forward from that into more service dog-like behaviors. But for the purposes of this, we're working on it for a recall. Touch to use that as a backup for our recall as well, and this hallway is going to give us the opportunity to do that, to practice that a little bit more without distraction. We can see she's getting fantastic at it, but I am using a little bit of cheese to make it a little bit more valuable. So you see she's getting great at it, and you can also see how valuable the touch command can be as a backup for the recall command. Touch. Yes. Now let's make it a little bit more challenging. So now we're gonna up this just a little bit. I'm gonna take this long line and I'm gonna tie it over here to this chair so that we don't have any sort of mishaps. There's no chance of a mishap, but she does believe that she has the illusion of freedom. And now I'm gonna open the door. You know what I'm loving here? She's not even trying to go outside right now. But I do want her to go outside. So, I'm going to give her that opportunity. Cici! Yes! My good girl! Perfect. And the great thing is, as I called her, if she had been too distracted, I also have my backup, which is Touch. Yes! Good girl, good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, come on. I like doing this one because there's a backwards touch, because she isn't expecting it. My back is to her. She thinks I'm not paying attention to her. Touch. Whoa, sorry, little girl. Good girl, yes. Yes, that was perfect. And even going outside, you see that I walked back, her focus is on me. Touch. Good girl, yes. That's my good girl. And at this point, I'm not even really worried about her because she's tethered off, but she's developing a fantastic recall, especially when it comes to touch. Good girl, good girl. And again, this is fantastic with me having my back to her because now she's starting to get into the habit of, I'm always watching. I've got eyes in the back of my head. So there's no chance of her thinking that she can be sneaky with it. Touch. Yes. So now we got that 1-2 punch when it comes to the recall. We're going to add in another recall option, another backup recall option later on. So thanks for watching this video on the Touch Cube. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to click that red subscribe button and join me on this journey of some minor dog training where I teach you how to train yourself to better train your dogs.